am here to talk about. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm doing the best I can here. Just have patience. To talk about what I'm doing right now in this boring slash depressing market. Just when you think we're getting out of this little slump we're in, oh, we just bounced off 90K. Was it yesterday? And it's like, oh, okay, maybe we're gonna go back to 100K, and then boop, right back to like the mid 80s almost. So, yeah, man, I'm right there with you. I know it is. Believe me, I know it is not easy. I've been playing the game since 2016, and I've seen everything. And over the nearly 10 years now, take it from me, this is certainly one of the hardest, probably it's the hardest crypto market to predict, right? Because bear markets suck too, and I've been through a couple of them as well, but this is so much more difficult than your average bear market, because arguably we're not in a bear market. I mean, it's debatable. We're kind of, I would say we're in an extended or prolonged bear phase within a bull market, which makes it even worse. At least in a bear market, as kind of depressing as that is, at least you know where you're at. You're like, okay, well, we got to get through this, slow, boring, low grind until we get back into the bull market and things pick up again. But no one really knows right now. So I'm going to certainly give you my opinion here in a minute. But first, just kind of like a little bit of encouragement. Hey, you're not alone, right? There's a lot of people going through this. And just keep in mind, if you are still in there, and if you haven't sold out, and I hope you haven't, if you haven't sold out your entire stack yet, obviously, hey, if you need to live and everyone has their own financial situation, right? You got to pay the bills. Even if you had to sell at a loss, that's life. I've also had to sell a little bit of mine, let's say over the last few months, just to pay bills, and that's how shit goes. But it is not over. As long as you're still holding on to a good chunk of your stack, hang in there, because I believe we are. And this is not just me saying I believe. I'm also from a couple of my favorite analysts I follow. They're more or less saying the same thing. Two of them in particular that I subscribe to have a paid subscription. So obviously I believe in them. I've seen them be right a lot more often than not. No one's right 100%, but they have a very good track record. And they are also saying this, that we are at the very, very, very least due for a relief rally extremely soon, because we've been in the kind of the extreme fear slash extreme fear territory for pretty much the longest and this is me saying this too, the longest I've seen in especially considering it's not officially a bear market. But yeah, it just never, I don't remember the last time we've been in extreme fear for this many days in a row. I mean, we've bounced between on the upper end, did we get to 29, which is still anything below 30 is still, I think, extreme fear. So from that on the high end all the way down to what was it, 15 or 12 or 10, which was in the, really, really, bottom of the barrel, no good. But we've been in that for quite a while now. So, don't lose hope. And if you need to pay the bills, if you really, really need the money, this is what I'm doing, I would at least wait until we get this relief rally, because no one can argue this. Literally, no one can argue that whether we are in an extended bear market, which I don't think we are, although it's a very extended bear cycle, bear phase within the bull market. But whether you are, even if you believe you're in a bear market, there's always relief rallies. There's always bounces up, at least to flush out the leverage, right? Flush out everyone who's been shorting the market, to make them lose to liquidate them before we go further. So no one can argue with that. And that being said, we should at least get close to 100K again before we go significantly further. All right, not financial advice. This is just what I and a couple of the analysts, like I said, that I follow are predicting. And it just makes sense to me, right? Because, and then everyone will be looking at around that 100K area they're expecting things to go lower. Now, I don't think we're going to hit exactly 100K, because that's the big number everyone is looking at. And the market's always surprising the most people. So either we get close to it, maybe we hit 98, 99K, give or take, or it goes slightly above. People think, oh, it's going to bounce, go down at 100, maybe it goes to 101, 102, 103K. I don't think it would get, personally, I don't think it'll get much higher than that, at least before we have some kind of correction. Now, beyond, yeah, so let me extend my prediction here. Just give you more info. So yes, I think that will certainly happen, or sure, it's most likely to happen that way. But it will be a relief rally, and this is kind of like the nuance here. See if you can follow me. It will be a relief rally in terms of like, no, we're not going to just go straight up and like, oh, okay, we get to 95, 98, 101K, and now we're going to go straight. That's not going to happen. But it's also not going to be like relief rally, like, okay, we go down at, we hit 101K, and then we're going to just crash down to like 60K from there, like, and then just be in a bear market for a while, and or just like kind of have these like little mini bounces, but just keep going lower and lower. That, I don't think it's going to happen either, right? The market, especially the crypto markets, take the most. This is some famous quote, but it's so true. It takes the most amount of money from the most people most of the time. And in order to do that, it has to surprise everyone, the bulls and the bears, right? So it'll probably be something in between that, meaning that we're going to get that little relief rally. Then we're going to get a pullback. So far, like everyone is kind of on that page, but we're not going to go lower. It'll just, it'll go down, and then maybe chop down, maybe slightly lower. But I'm saying, okay, at least it won't be like an extended bear market from there, right? We go a little bit lower, and then, oh, by the way, feel free to jump in if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll keep ranting here. So we're going to go down. Who knows what the timing will be? I'd probably early Q1 next year. We maybe go up till January, February, maybe March. Then we have a pullback for a month or two, 3 months, whatever. But then by the summer, and this is what the analysts are saying. Sorry. By the summer, that's when we're going to get that crazy crypto, the crazy alt season that we've all been hoping and dreaming and waiting for. Right. And to me, that makes the most sense because it's not gone. Like all these alts, like Dogecoin, that did, it hit like 40 cents at the highest over the last 6 months or more. That is not characteristic at all. We have had zero alt season. You can name so many other altcoins. Avalanche, what did it get? Like to $35, and now it's at like 12. I don't know. And its all-time high was over 80. So yeah, I really, really, really think we're going to get that alt season. It's just not going to come easily or quickly. We got to at least have some relief rally first, get all the people in who, and now maybe in the will fool, some people say, oh, we're going up, yeah, and then they're not going to sell because they think it's going to go higher, and then it won't. And then, it just time. Time is really, I guess if you take one thing away from this live stream, I would say that you just got to continue to have patience. Believe me, I'm right there with you. I would love to have an alt season starting tomorrow. I would love that. It would change so many things. It makes my life so much easier. But I just got to go with the flow. And what you can do now with that knowledge, right? Being prepared for an extended kind of sideways market. Now, if you do need the money, I would recommend what I'm doing is I'm going to be selling certainly some. If we get close to 100K, I'm going to get rid of some of my alt bags just to be able to live a little bit longer, not be sleeping under a bridge. But otherwise, I'm going to try to hold the majority of it up until the summer. And yeah, by the way, thanks again for whoever was watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Really helps the channel. I'm not able to stream every day now that I started a new job, but I'm still here. I'm always here to check comments. I'm going to check my Discord community on a regular basis, so you can always ask me questions. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. It really means a lot. But I'm still going to be here, on a regular basis. Good idea. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And like I was saying before at the beginning of the stream, if you have any questions, just feel free to just type them, and I'll rapid fire answer them. So yes, that's what I'm doing. And if you want to be proactive, like I said, okay, it couldn't be maybe not a bad idea to wait till we get close to 100. If you want to be safe, maybe 98K, 97K even, in the upper 90s, start selling a little bit. If nothing else, then you'll have some cash to buy the dip. But yeah, I don't think that we're just going to go straight up. At least we're going to be some kind of pullback. And then you can definitely start to make your plan, right? So this is the perfect time before things are getting really crazy and exciting and emotional. The boring times are actually when you want to make your plan for when things do get exciting. So you're going to be prepared and you're not going to make irrational split second decisions. Favorite seat on the couch? Oh, oh, I thought that was your question. It was like this pop-up thing. Never mind. Favorite seat on the couch. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm making my plan. I'm certainly planning on, if we do get this relief rally, which seems very, very, very likely we will. Like, there's always going to be some relief. I mean, I would say it's like as close to a sure thing as we're going to get, right? Now we don't know how high it will go, but there's going to be some relief rally because we haven't had it yet. What's the highest we went to? Like 92K? I don't even know recently. It's been horrible. Literally, no one wants to talk about crypto. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you have money on the sidelines, I'm just assuming most people are like me and they've already kind of gone all in. But if you have money on the sidelines, great time to continue DCAing. So, I mean, especially when we're below 90K on Bitcoin and you can DCA into your favorite altcoins. And as far as altcoins, I mentioned this on my last video. I do want to say again, Bitcoin Cash, one of the most best looking charts in my English is not very good today, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather. But yeah, one of the best looking altcoin charts out there, especially in like the large cap category, right in the top 20 or top 50. If you look at Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin and versus Ethereum over the last few months, and I think I double checked that since February, I want to say Bitcoin Cash has actually been outperforming Bitcoin. And in this time of like Bitcoin dominance being over 59%, not too many alts can say that right now. And certainly not those in like, in the top 20 or whatever. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash is a really solid one. I mean, you might not get like the biggest ROI at this, but it's really, really safe. And if you want to slowly and steadily outperform Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash is a pretty solid option. So I'm very happy. At least I do have a good chunk of my alt bags in BCH. So yeah, lots of fundamental, and I have some other videos I talk more about Bitcoin Cash, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But yeah, same fundamentals. Has limited supply of 21 million, just like Bitcoin. It's been around. It's the oldest. It's the OG of Bitcoin forks, right? So it's the original Bitcoin. What is it, from 2017 or something like that? It's been around a long time. So yeah, it's really solid, and it's a little bit faster and much cheaper to send. So yeah. Okay, what else? Any questions, guys, so far? Otherwise, I think I'll end this. Probably end this soon. Thank you so much for watching. We've been rocking out for over 13 minutes now. Hope you've been enjoying the hat just as much as the conversation, because I like looking at myself. I mean, obviously goofy looking with the hood, but it preserves my anonymity, and it's kind of like a unique style. What I'm going for. Very unique. Unique is a nice way of putting it. So yeah, just keep hanging in there, guys. More stream. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to hang out a couple more minutes, but if you have any like questions or anything, I kind of made my main points of just like, hang in there, start making a plan. Bitcoin Cash is a very solid altcoin right now. Sorry, stream more. Yeah. No, I got you. Don't be sorry for that. I'm happy to stream. Like I said, I just kind of made my my main point. So like, if you had any questions you wanted me to answer while I'm still here, I'm happy to do that while you have me. Otherwise, you can. I have a free Discord, and I'll link to that in the description. So you can always ask me any questions there, whatever you want. In the future, love to hear your input. Yeah, man. No, like what did you want to hear my input on? Like something specific, or just like the crypto market in general, just kind of like whatever I want to riff off of at the moment. Is that kind of what you mean? But yeah, like I said, if there's something specific, I'm here. And I do a crypto consulting as well. I've done that for years. I do like one-on-one calls, but this is a way where you don't have to pay a cent for my time. And I'm just here just because I truly love helping you guys. This channel is not monetized. I don't have any sponsors. I mean, maybe in the future if I find something that resonates with me, but right now it's just all about like helping everyone. Just out of the goodness of my heart, crypto in general. Yeah, cool. Yep. Yeah, right now it just kind of, yeah, that's what I'm about, state of the market. And I'll have like different random things that come out. So like sometimes if you look at my old videos, I've done some on like DeFi, like I did one on Aave, Aave being actually the number one, in my opinion, app to take out loans that's decentralized, right? So there's certain nice other loan platforms that are centralized. I've done a lot with loans. So I have some like reviews of those, and I can continue to do more of those. I mean, that's like in the end, it's like I want to show you what I know best. I mean, there's a million things you can do in blockchain and crypto, but I only want to talk about the stuff that I know the most about, especially what I've used myself personally, because I feel like I have a good authority and experience to speak on that, right? It only makes sense because that's what I can teach you. I can teach you the most about what I know myself. So yeah, like DeFi stuff, loans, yeah, earning interest along with that, which you can do with these platforms. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, this has been going on for over 15 minutes now. I'm sure I could ramble all day, but just want to say thank you again. This has been pretty long for me. So since there aren't any more questions at the moment, I'm going to end this one. Have an awesome day, evening, morning, wherever hell you are in the world. I'm in Europe right now, by the way. Although I'm obviously from my accent, I am American, and this hat, I am not. I am American. But yeah, that's it. All right, thank you guys for watching. Again, like and subscribe really helps the channel and will help motivate me to continue making more of these videos. And I like live streams. Oh, one last thing. I'll end with this. If you notice in my channel, I started out with just kind of like recorded. I have different categories, and I would record them. I do looking at charts and stuff. But like what I really like doing, and I think what I'm the best at, is just like shooting from the hip. No pun intended. You know, not trying to be a cowboy, but I just like riffing and improvising. A lot more than like some structured video because I can read like basic patterns, but I'm not an analyst. You know, there's much better, much more talented, skilled, experienced analysts out there that you can watch their YouTube channels. But I just kind of speak about what I know. And yeah, okay, cool, guys. All right, well, we'll keep it at that. Thanks again for everything. And comment below if you have any suggestions for what you want to see in a future video, because I'm here for you. So I want to make whatever you want to see. If it's something that I feel, you know, I can talk about, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, you can always ask me questions in my Discord, which is free. I'll link to that here. And stay awesome, because I really appreciate you. All right, see you guys.